Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Good evening. Happy Thursday, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, kings and queens, and guys and goddesses. This is your girl Qua from Pillow Talk with the T. Welcome, my PWTT family. Listen, I'm here tonight. We have an amazing show. I have amazing guests that's coming on tonight with me. Um, the amazing Miss Lashana West. Um, listen, the this conversation is going about to be amazing. So you have to come in, tune in, dive in, because we going deep. And when I say deep, we're going deep. There's like no holds bar, no puncher. We going and diving in deep. And listen, you guys are a part of the show, so please ask your questions. Please be in tune. Please join us. Please have the conversation with us. Please be in alignment and one with us. So we have the amazing Miss Lashana that's coming up. She's a special guest, Lashana West. She's the biz therapist and mindset coach, and she helps so many people. So I do see her on here. So let me just bring her on. So let me see. So yes, to be amazing. I'm so happy. Listen, Thursday is hot. Hi, beautiful.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on? You look gorgeous.
Thank you, girl. I'm going to Cancun next week, so I had to get my little hair done. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's right. Yes. Make sure you have fun for me.
Oh, I will, sis. Don't even worry about it.
Yes. So as you guys can see, I hope I'm saying it's Lashana, right?
Yes.
Okay, Lashana, as you guys can see, I have the amazing, my special amazing guest, Lashana West. She's a biz therapist, mindset coach, a strategist. She helps merge self-care, self-devotion, self-love with business strategies to help you turn your insecure and your trauma into triumph. Like, this is amazing. I'm so ready to dive on this. And it's, even though we've been scheduled this and we talked a month ago, last night when I caught you on your live, you was talking our topic. I was like, look at that. Look at God. Look at the
Yeah.
alignment.
And it was super organic. Like, and that's what I love about connecting with other people, because one question, one conversation can just build and grow. And that's how we was flowing last night.
Absolutely. So normally people would think, and I want the people that's watching, like, people think that insecure could be only personal, but insecure can also be basically in business form. It could affect you mentally, emotionally, and as well as financially.
Right.
We all have the thoughts that we could that could make us have us doubtful. We could be able to, talk ourselves and try to be able to talk ourselves out of things because of fear and different things and aspects. But what I always say, we all have the thoughts that make us doubtful. We're talking about the things that we want. I always say, deal with your situation, conquer, handle it, and make the moves that you can as the true conqueror that you was created to actually be.
Right.
That's my thing. That's how I keep myself going. So
I love it.
So in regards to that, as you was talking some stuff already, what are one of the things that basically entrepreneurs, CEOs that feel that gets in the way and it makes them feel like insecure in regards to their business?
Yeah, great question. So you want to know what are one of the biggest things that entrepreneurs struggle with when it comes to struggling with their business, whether you're a CEO or new in the game or a seasoned vet. And I think it's the overthinking and second guessing and questioning, am I doing the right thing? Am I making an impact? Am I serving? And even when they are, right, they could be getting paid thousands of dollars an hour. And when they turn the camera off, when they hang up the phone, when they come from the big stage and they're speaking, they still have a question of, was that good?
Wow.
It's funny, it was Oprah. Oprah was interviewing somebody, and matter of fact, it was Prince Charles and Meghan, and basically they were talking about, no matter who it is, they always say, hey, how did I do? How did I do? Was I good enough? The
Yeah.
insecurities, like Mr. Mindful Minute just said, their mindset and the insecurities are still there no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, what can you say in regards to them having those mindset insecurities? What do you think actually causes those insecurities in a CEO or entrepreneur?
Yeah, great question. Again, literally, there's several variables. And what's your first name?
It's actually, my name is Kwamia, but you can call me Q, Kwa, or Queen.
Got it, Queen. I call you Queen, and I love your name. It's beautiful.
Thank
There's
you.
there's so many variables, to be brutally honest with you, and I think it stems from childhood. I think it stems from, growing up. Were you bullied? Were you in a loving home? Did you get a lot of positive affirmation, or
Mm,
was it passive aggressive? Did you have to fight for attention? Did you have to be attention seeking and
right.
do things just to get attention?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so many variables, but bottom line, I would just think that, confidence and being clear in who you are
Yeah.
can make or break the pie. Literally, like, okay, if I wasn't confident, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. When you said, hey, I want to bring you on my platform, I probably would have declined,
Yeah.
right? Oh, no, I don't know what question she's going to ask me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it right. And we miss out on opportunities when we have our insecurities and our confidence in the way. And
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm really big on imposing on imposter syndrome and saying F fear.
Yeah. Got you. Because I also say with insecure, it could mean lack of confidence, as you also stated, and lack of security. So those basically do play a role in regards to that. So in regards of that, what are the main causes of business? Okay, what are the main aspects of a person that's a CEO or entrepreneur or a person that's just looking into say, you know what, I want to be my own boss. I have that in me. I have that fire and that desire, but I have this doubt. I have this insecurity, and I'm questioning myself. Like, what are those main key elements that they could be able to look for or to seek for to be able to, I would say, demolish the insecurity?
Yeah. So honestly, like, I'm a certified disc consultant as well as a therapist, as well as a mindset and clarity strategist. And self-awareness is bad.
Yes.
Because if you're not self-aware, you've already kind of missed the boat. But once you're self-aware, you know what you need to work on and how it's in the way of whatever it's in the way of, right? Whether
Mm-hmm.
it's relationships, whether it's dating, whether it's parenting, whether it is entrepreneurship, whether you're a 9 to 5er and you just can't get that raise. Okay,
Yeah.
well, why not? And then when we say why not, we got to keep asking why. I say 10x the why.
Mm-hmm.
So I struggle with confidence. Why? When I
Got
was growing up, I was bullied. Why? Because I
mm,
was abused and this happened. Why? My parents were on drugs. Why? Because their parents was on drugs. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to keep asking why. And a lot of times we just give surface information and but we can't get a breakthrough because we're not breaking through the surface.
okay. And I see what Mr. Mindset say. My mindful minute say validation is something we all look for because it helps us know what we are doing, something helps us know that we are doing something right. So I definitely end up basically agreeing with that, because not only do you need to seek and desire that validation in your relationships or your personal life, but in business you need that, because you be like, okay, I left my job or my 9 to 5. I know what I want. I have this passion. I have this burning desire in me. But did I do the right thing?
Yep.
Um, is this the right thing I should have done? Because I know, especially if you a person with parent with kids, because
Yep.
now you got all these questions, because you like, oh my God, am I going to be able to feed them? Am I going to make the mortgage? Am I going to do this? So definitely, I feel like validation is definitely as much as important that is in business relationships or in business period, than also in a relationship or personal. So I definitely agree with that, Mr. Mindful. In regards to that, so how can people stop being, is it a way can they stop being insecure? Is it they could be able to dig deep down to it? Because I don't think that you could stop it, because you're gonna always have that question.
Right. So I don't think that you can just stop being insecure, stop having insecurities, but you can manage and cope with it.
Yes.
So if I have the thought, oh, you're not pretty enough, you're not small enough, you're not smart enough, how do I combat that thought?
Yeah.
Okay, Lashana, you are smart enough. Reframe that with a positive affirmation, right? Or I'm self-aware that I keep looking in the mirror and looking at my weight. And then I need to ask myself, why are you insecure? Where does that come from? Do you need to go to therapy? Do you need to go work out, and not so you can look better, but so you can feel better?
Exactly.
So it's asking those hard questions and being self-aware and coping and managing the behavior, because the behavior is never going to just disappear and go away. And the reason why it's not going to ever disappear and go away is because life is going to happen.
Yeah.
You're going to meet a boss that you don't get along with. You're going to meet a mate that maybe body shames you, or they keep looking at somebody else, and you start getting intimidated or you start getting jealous. That's going to happen. So when that happens, you have to be able to have something in your toolbox, like he's saying, positive self-talk, things of that nature, so you can cope and deal. But that doesn't mean it's just going to erase. It's just going to subside.
Exactly. And it's good that you said that as well as the people in the comments, because even just I feel like not only personally with me, because I'm an entrepreneur, someone that came out of the pharmaceutical business for years, have a degree all up in it, but it was not fulfilling to me. It was not something that when I feel like I was empty, I still feel like there was something missing. So I felt like crossing over to now being an entrepreneur, I felt like not only did I need to do my positive speeches, talks, affirmations to myself personally, but I also had to do it to myself as me being now a boss, an entrepreneur, someone that's now in leadership role. So this is also what I call my lifesaver that I also do. So basically savor what the S is for silence. I take that time out to silence myself, to listen to my inner thoughts. Because, when you're all over the place, you don't really hear things. And I feel like the silence to me actually goes with meditation, because that's the times, or after me praying, that's the times where I seek the answer that he's now going to give me. All you have to do is silent. And then the A for me is my affirmations. Me saying that I'm a leader, I'm a boss, I could do this. Just giving myself that fulfillment of just like, you got this.
I like that.
The V stands for visualization, due to the fact that you have to visual things that you want. You have to visualize, because if you can't see it, how can you want it?
Yep.
You have to see it. And that's how and then the E for me is exercise. Exercise everything that you dream, that you wish, that you manifest. Manifestation is a big one. So if I dream it, if I speak in it, if I'm saying it, I have to now exercise. This is something my grandmother and my grandpa used to say to me as well. You walk as in the position that your life purpose is. Don't wait till you get there. Already be in the mindset. Already walk it, live it. Already speak it and talk it. So absolutely. So and then the R is read. I'm a big reader, big research. I don't care if I think I know everything in the world. It's something that I don't know. So I'm gonna keep researching. I'm gonna keep reading. I'm gonna keep filling my brain up to what it is, so I can know all that I need to know. I would say the S is scribing, so writing. I'm OCD. I have to write everything down because I'm a visualization person. So I have to see what it is that I know that I want, that I'm desiring and dreaming of.
I love that.
I just hope that that's something that actually people could take and use as their self. Because I love sharing things with people. That if it's helping me and it worked for me, I definitely hope that worked for them. But
listen, let me just say that sharing is caring. And what you've done, you created a framework with the acronym. And that helps people to remember, that helps them to really identify, okay, savers. So I know if I'm trying to save myself, these are the things that I need to do. And so that was a hack for you to scribe, write things down. And what happens is it's going to be a hack for somebody else to even create and get some inspo from what you just did to create their own, right?
Exactly.
Because before I get off here tonight, I want to share with you the 4 8+ method to accountability. And literally, it's accountability for anything: negative thinking, imposter syndrome, organization. So don't let me forget to share that, because I have some little quick acronyms for y'all too.
Okay, perfect. So in regards to me just doing my research, I do see that in regards that you are you elevate and you help ambitious entrepreneurs gain clarity, to also increase their confidence and create and offer impact to CORE Accelerator. I see you got a new program that you have out that definitely looking to actually participate in. Like, listen, so tell us a little bit more about that. Definitely.
Girl, listen, let me tell you. Don't talk about it, be about it, you know what I'm saying? So basically, what I've learned over the past few years of working with entrepreneurs, whether you were the brightest diamond in the sky or you're an underdog, is 3 things that once you master, you can get to the cash. That's confidence, clarity, and content creation that connects, right? Because once you are able to attract your target market and not chase, they're gonna be knocking on the door in the DM, want to know where the link is before you can even ask them. But we can't find our target market because, number one, we're scared to show up authentically who we are.
Yeah.
You know, if I wear my not you, because I see you got your natural hair rocking and it's dope. If I wear my natural hair, are they going to accept me? If I ain't got my lashes on, oh, I can't go live. I stutter. I don't want to get on camera. All the way to all I do is talk Ebonics, and they might not accept me for who I am because I'm hood. Like literally, we think that our Achilles heel is the reason why that's holding us down, but literally that's the hack. That's the superpower.
Yes.
Right? I am authentic. You might see me talking professional. You might see me talking hood. It's a blend of all of it, because I can rock with the people in the boardroom and corporate, and I can also be on the corner with the thugs shooting dice. Okay?
Come on.
And when you're able to articulate that and actually be who you are, that's when the magic starts happening. If you think about the people who are out there really, really winning, it's not the prim and perfect people who always look put together. It's those who are raw, those who are keeping it a buck, those who are letting it all hang out, because we're not perfect beings. We all have flaws.
Exactly.
So building the confidence and the clarity to really know who you are, be who you are, and connect with your audience, that's how you get to the cash. So the CORE Accelerator takes you through that whole phase. It's a group accelerator. You also get one-on-one. And what I love about it is that it's basically business in a box. I'm talking about from the templates to your email marketing, to helping you with your landing page, to your launch, whether you're going to do a masterclass, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm holding your hand and I'm doing it with you because I know how hard it is.
Okay.
That's the CORE Accelerator.
Oh, I love that. I really love it. And then I was like, in regards to, I was on your live last night, which was amazing. Very informative.
Thank you.
With one of the young ladies with the cleaning business, you were saying in regards to that, what hits me was you said that she's imposed imposter syndrome. So, so break that down. This is for the people in the back that may not know exactly what that means.
Yeah, so if you impose on imposter syndrome, that means you're not going to let imposter syndrome get you down. But if you struggle with it, let me just explain what imposter syndrome is, okay? So imposter syndrome is the inner critic. Right now, I'm talking to Queen. I'm talking to you, right? But in my mind, I could be saying, girl, you don't know what the hell you talking about. These people ain't even going to be listening to you because you don't have it all together. You really shouldn't even be on this live. It's negative thoughts and lies that are telling you you don't have a right to be here. You don't have a right to be at the table. Everybody gonna find out you a fraud. Even when you've earned the right, even when you got the accolades, you got the plaques on the wall, the experience, the degrees, you're still telling yourself that you don't belong. And what happens is you're basically your worst enemy and your own critic.
Yeah.
And
Which we can be. Absolutely.
Most definitely. We can be. However, we need to stop being that because it's false and it's not real. So 2 questions I want us to ask ourselves. Is there any supporting data? Most time the answer is no.
Yeah.
The second question is there any evidence? So if you say, oh, I'm about to go to this networking event, but ain't nobody really gonna talk to me, so I'm not going, they probably bougie. How do you know you haven't been there?
Exactly.
Well, we tell ourselves things because we don't want to stretch, we don't want to grow, right?
Facts.
So if you ain't got no supporting data, and you really just you making up stuff, and you gotta crush that imposter syndrome. Otherwise, it'll run your life and it'll stop you from getting to the bag.
Exactly. And all you're doing is basically talking yourself out of things that was mainly your purpose and your reasoning to probably be in the room or in the building.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't know because you didn't decide to take that chance to be in it because you already talked yourself out. So I definitely love that. And that's something we do personally, especially women.
Yeah, for sure.
So in regards to, and you know what I always say, it takes about 30 to 60 days to create a habit.
Mm-hmm.
So normally I feel like with even my practices that I do on a daily basis of all my routine. So in creating a routine, I feel like not only just personal but business, entrepreneurs and CEOs create that routine for themselves so they could be successful.
Right.
And I also believe in it because I believe I heard you say this and I was like, okay, I'm on the money. I know what I'm doing. Because you say something about having a business coach or mentor.
Right.
And can you explain to people that's in entrepreneurship or CEOs how important it is to have a business coach or a mentor?
Right. Most definitely. And I'm going to be honest with you. Most people think that you got to have a paid business coach, mentor. Literally, Eric Thomas could be my coach and he might not even know it. Mm-hmm. Every time he go live, I'm on that live. Every time he go, he has an event, I'm there. Until you can afford, quote unquote, to get with the person that you want to support them, right? Yeah. Now, mind you, so that's one avenue. Another avenue is actually investing in an actual coach, therapist, life coach, mentor, whatever the case may be. And it's not always about money. Sometimes it just takes your time and your energy.
Yeah.
There's people out here right now who are doing their thing, big bossing it up, and you can literally be like, hey, I want to learn and grow in this area. Do you have a need for volunteer in this area? You think they're going to say no?
Of course not. If they're smart, they
would. Now you got to invest your time and you got to be consistent and you got to show up. But there are several ways to skin a cat. So even if you ain't got the 10K to be in this big program that you think is good for you, which that's not always the case. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's the little mom and pop coaches who are just on the scene because literally they pour more and they are more accessible and more present than the big shining stars that you can't reach. You just got to be vulnerable enough to ask. And you might need to save up some money so you can have a seat at the table, but there's still a way for you to get connected. So in short, every coach needs a coach. And at first I was like, oh, I don't need no coach. They don't know more than me. But that was the ego. That was the ego, right?
That's like a therapist saying they don't need a therapist.
Period. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So yes, we got to get support. I mean, think about it. The great LeBron James, Beyonce, Jay-Z, you think they ain't got no freaking spiritual advisor, manager, coach, therapist? You think they ain't got something on their team supporting them every day?
Absolutely. Even the Oprahs and the Tyler Perrys. Absolutely.
Exactamundo.
That's what keep them going. That's what keep them definitely going because I feel like in regards to having a business coach or a mentor, they help you create a vision board, also create a celebratory vision board. So the successes and the things that you do succeed, you supposed to do and not ignore those as well. Because some people think, okay, I did it next. You got to take that time. Like you said, just take the time just to celebrate your success and then go on to the next. And also I feel like they'll help you even impact your daily application more, as well as they also give you set up smart goals because and not setting up goals is useless. Them things are very useful. They are. very impactful.
Most definitely.
And so basically in regards to, I always tell people, because a lot of people feel like when they do get successful in business or become successful in business, you'll start feeling, you could start feeling insecure or more secure, because let's start with the insecure first. You'll start feeling more insecure because you now have successful, you got more weight on you, got more eyes on you. You like, oh my God, I have to either, which a lot of people don't do, go back to their community and give back.
Yep.
Which I don't like, which I hope more people wake up and have that say so and do it. But also it just gives them like, okay, damn, now I gotta go bigger and harder and better, because if I did this and people see me, I got it. So I feel like that down in more of the insecure parts of them, when they do get more successful and they do hit avenues of success in their careers.
You're spot on with that.
Yeah, so, and then, or either in regards of just, you could either continue, you could be secure, you get more secure and confident in regards of you basically successful in your business, because then now you like, okay, if I did this, I know I could do everything else that I have my mindset to. And I always tell people, trust the process. I always also let them know, just take one day at a time, because Rome wasn't built in a day. And don't try to cringe so much in one. A lot of people try to get so much into one, and I definitely say just to take your time and do one project at a time. By the time you know, you'll have 10 done.
For me, I call that try, test, and tweak. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, do y'all think that a millionaire just woke up and he was a millionaire? No, he had about 1,000 failures, 1,000 learning opportunities, and something hit. But what we do it 3 or 4 times, and we say, oh, ain't nobody checking for me. Don't nobody need what I got. Only one person showed up. So what? What did you do? Okay. What was the marketing strategy? Okay. Yeah. From there, what was your follow-up game?
Yeah.
From there, what did you do? What were some things that you did to think outside the box? So like literally we have to try, test, and tweak and go. And that goes around and around. It's a working document until you get it laser focused and fine tune it how you want it.
Exactly. Definitely agree. And I always tell people, not only just take that, what you just say, but also just, I would just say, go deeper, dive deeper, go harder, make your prior success your motivation, your drive, your fuel. I would say challenge yourself. Don't be scared to challenge yourself, because I feel like like we were just saying earlier, is you are your worst critic. You are your worst person to stop yourself, to either to stop, to stand still, or to go. So I feel like challenge yourself, and that making more of a I would say a more positive impact of just basically challenge yourself to see if you could do it. If you see that you did it, complete it, you like, okay, I got this. And then I always say, believe your worth, believe that you deserve it, believe that you was created to get what it is that your desire, passion, and purpose is within. Because we all have it. We all have it. It's just the fact you haven't yet gotten tuned into it. It's just you haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah.
But it's there. Trust me. And we all, because listen, I don't think none of us supposed to be working for nobody.
Girl, that's what my daughter said too. She said we was not made to work. She said this is our land. We should not have to pay for water or food.
Oh, my daughter. Yes.
She 19, girl, 19.
Oh, I got a 20-year-old, and he be hitting me with some gems too, and I be like, "Excuse me, okay. Gotcha." But you gotta listen to him. You gotta listen to him, because I truly believe it's him speaking through them. That's what it is. So, and I always say, stay hungry. Because never give up that hunger. If you stay hungry, you're always going to want to end up continuing to go. You're going to want to continue to want that next level of success. Because a lot of people end up tuning to get the success, achieve something, but then they get comfortable and they be like, I did it so I can relax.
I'm a chill.
Yeah. And I feel like you can for 1.5 seconds, but that's just only the celebratory moment, but then it's time to go to the next level to do the next great big thing that you know that you was capable of doing.
But you know what? You know what is a big reason why many people can't hit that next level, it's because they're not in the CEO visionary mind frame. They're in their business in the weeds. And so when you're doing that, you don't have capacity to think. A CEO of a boss gets paid to think. Who do I need? Who's going to execute? Who's going to carry this out? Put them in position, and you continue to dream big, be the visionary, and let everybody else do the work. Now, mind you, I'm not saying you shouldn't know how to do the work.
Yeah.
But when you continuously do the work and you don't delegate, then how are you going to scale? How are you going to have capacity when you holding all this stuff? You have to release, because think about it. A CEO gets paid anywhere from $500 to $5 million an hour. But if you in Canva trying to do graphics and you sending out emails for email marketing and you answering the phone and you doing the admin task, that's $10, $15 hour items when you could be delegating and sourcing that out so you could do big boy, big girl items. Does that make sense?
Exactly.
So systems, processes, and protocols got to be in place, but we don't even really know what that means. And I think even though we leave corporate America, we have to bring corporate America into our business.
Exactly. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely.
Just like you used to get your monthly trainings to stay fresh. Who you bringing in this month to help you with blank? Who's a speaker for team building? Who's a speaker to help out with the morale?
Exactly.
It ain't you. You can't do everything.
Exactly.
Sorry, I just got hype.
No. Listen, give it. Because sometimes the people need it. Sometimes we need to give them an old-fashioned ass whooping from back in the day. You know, sometimes we cannot pacify them. People really need that.
Yeah, I literally think that we think because we're quote unquote entrepreneurs that we have to shrink and do just these entrepreneurial things. No, that's not the goal. The goal is for you to create a freaking empire and something that is going to leave a legacy for your kids.
Yeah.
Okay. You should not be enslaved to your entrepreneurship or your clients.
Exactly.
Literally, we're supposed to be fading out and working ourselves out of the role.
Wow.
That's a whole nother podcast.
Come on. So that lets you know she'll be back.
Okay.
Yes. So just like what you just said, and just not only that, but just also creating generational wealth. And just like what your daughter said, we're not supposed to be working. We're not supposed to be paying for certain things. And that's 100% true. But due to the fact that we was mastered that way, was programmed that way. So of course, to be successful, you have to end up reprogramming yourself. Get out all the trash and the dirt and the old stuff that you learned, and clean that out to be able to now download the new system of the way of you becoming a CEO or entrepreneur or a boss, a leader of any type of business. So I absolutely definitely agree with that. And so, because I do have a couple of partners in business or people that is an entrepreneur that's currently watching or will watch and later on. What information or what advice can you give them to move them to their next level of success in their business?
Yeah, so literally it depends on what they want, right? A lot of us are trying to make more money, but let me ask you this. If 40 clients needed to schedule a session with you or opt into your service right now, do you have the capacity to serve them? And when I say serve, I'm not just meaning showing up. I'm talking about mental capacity. I'm talking about customer service wise. I'm talking about all your automations and your sequences set up to things that are just jiving instead of you having to go run and do manual stuff.
Exactly.
I'm talking about is a follow-up game ready. So let's fine tune what we have now. We got to eat what's on our current plate before we trying to put more on it, talking about, oh, I'm trying to go to the next level. Where are you at right now?
Oh, wow.
And are you doing an excellent job? Because I'll answer myself. No, I'm not doing an excellent job. I'm doing a good job. Now, on the areas that I need to work on are totally different from what you need to work on and what from people in the chat need to work on. For someone, it might be mindset. For somebody else, it's their financial documentation. For somebody else, it's their branding and their messaging.
Yeah.
For somebody else, it's collaborating because they don't want to share the wealth. Like literally, we all have our own personal plan that we need to be excellent at. And until then, don't be asking me how can I level up in my business, because you're really not ready.
Yeah. In regards to, let's go back to when you say the share the wealth in regards to that, because I realize I do see a lot of people that's in business, or a lot of people that, you know, entrepreneurs, CEOs or whatever. I see them in business and they are very, very stingy on sharing the wealth of their success, of how to. Because I believe, like you said earlier, sharing is caring. Not only that, the creator wasn't stingy, because if that's the case, then he wouldn't have died for our sins, for us to end up repeatedly to make the sins that we constantly make every day.
Mm-hmm.
So in regards to that, that's something that I just can't fathom with business people. Can you actually explain a little bit, why do some be so very, very like tight on
Yeah.
success?
So you know what's so crazy? I can't see the chat at all. So if you're chatting, I can't see it because I, like, right now it's stuck. But to answer your question, is having a lack mindset is the reason why. Scarcity, lack, greed, ego, and fear. If I let them on my table, they're gonna get my clients. If I let them on my platform, they may know more of me in this area, and it's gonna make me look like I don't know what I'm doing. If I let them on my platform, I lose all control. But it's really the opposite.
Wow.
We can build quicker, faster together.
Say that again one more time with people in the back.
We can build quicker, faster, and better together. Now, mind you, don't get it twisted. It needs to be a good fit.
Yeah.
You don't just bring anybody up on your platform. You got to do your due diligence. For example, you check me out, you peep me out, you make sure it was a good fit, et cetera, et cetera. And I know a lot of times I get people hitting me up, and the old me will be quick to connect, quick to collab. But I've learned my lesson with that. You have to have healthy boundaries.
Yeah.
Just like if somebody come knocking your door and you don't know who they are, you ain't gonna say, "Come on in and have a seat."
Exactly.
You go, "Hey, how are you? How can I help you? Oh, what do you need?" You're gonna start probing and asking questions. We got to do the same thing in entrepreneurship, but don't do it to a fault to where you're not letting nobody connect and you're not sharing the wealth.
Yes, absolutely.
And you know what's crazy though? There's cliques in entrepreneurship just like it was in high school.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I definitely see that. I see that the popular kids are with the popular kids that's making a certain amount of money and the level of finances they're getting. Then you got the mid-level kids that's right here at the lunch table, and then you got the kids that's down here that's almost next to the mid-level, and then you got the kids that just came in but don't really know that much. But then you got the top ones just looking down at everybody and steady going over there to introduce themselves and saying, "How you doing? My name is such and such. Welcome," you know. But no, it's a wall, and that's so crazy that you said that, because I've been seeing that, and it blows my freaking mind. We adults. We are actually adults, and we still doing this.
Yeah, but you know what? Have you ever seen a movie over and over again? You got tired of seeing that same movie?
One of them, yeah.
All right. Well, Color Purple. How about that? And I'll be honest with you, don't nobody want to keep seeing the same movie over and over again with the same people and the same characters playing in the freaking movie, okay? So on that note, we need some new characters. How about that?
Yeah.
So what I've done is I've created my own stage and table so I can invite new faces, new characters in the space, and I motivate them and I empower them to where they go out and create their own tables. And then it just continues to build. So we got all of the cool kids, the new kids, the ones in the middle, and then the ones up top be like, "Oh, damn, what? Oh, okay. Let me see what's going on." And then that's how we all have a family reunion at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. And see, and that's something that one thing I say once I see myself or I see my income taxes going to a certain bracket, that's one thing I always vow to myself is to never look down on the people that, because I was, first of all, you gotta realize the people that's up here was once where you was at. You had
Right, right,
it's
right.
it's not like you just went from beginning and went straight up to the top. So it's like I vow to myself to make sure that I always extend a healthy
Yeah,
hand to people, always collab and link up to people, because like I say, I always believe in sharing is caring. I believe in sharing the wealth. I believe in sharing the knowledge, because I'm not going to be stingy with it. For what? Why? Because
right.
I give, it's going to come back to me in tenfold.
Tenfold, tenfold. But here's the deal too. We can't really complain unless you've exhausted all resources. What I mean by that,
Mm-hmm.
let's say Charlie is a big wig, he doing his thing. Have you ever reached out to Charlie and asked Charlie would they like to collab? Have you ever talked to Charlie and said, hey Charlie, my name is Lashana, this is what I do. I would love to support you in your platform. Let me know how. Many times we don't do that. I make sure I do that, because
Yeah.
then it's not just me complaining or venting or being negative. For remember, is there supporting data? Is there evidence? And we don't know, because closed mouth don't get fed. And honestly, I can securely say when I've reached out, and I don't know if it's because like I be having my ish on point or what, most times it's with open arms.
Yeah.
So what I want us to start doing is identifying who is that person that you can learn from, that you can connect with, and I want you to approach them. I want you to jump in the DM just like you jump in the DM trying to make a sale. I want you to send that email just like you send that email trying to make a sale.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of trying to make a sale, the sale is the relationship. And if they don't reply, if they say no, no means next opportunity.
Yeah. Or either not right now.
Exactly that.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, this is amazing. This is amazing. Listen, you educated me along with so many other people, and I just really appreciate you accepting my invitation. And before you even just go,
And
even
that's exactly what you did. Closed mouth don't get fed. I could have been like, I don't know you, girl, and ignored. I
exactly,
could have said I'm not available, right? But
exactly.
what happens is both parties miss the boat when we don't explore relationships and opportunities. So thank you so much for sharing your platform with me and asking me to come on. I appreciate you.
You are so welcome. Listen, like I told you, I believe there's something that you want, you have to go out to get it. I believe in regards, like even though people be like, oh, where she come from? Where she first of all, I'm in my third season. You may not know me, but you gonna know of me. That's
Period.
so in regards to that, you have to put yourself out there to be known, to be recognized, to be seen. Because you stand behind a closed door and not saying nothing, then guess what? What's gonna happen? No one gonna know you. No one's gonna ever see you.
Yep.
Go live a million times, but you have to expose yourself to get out there. You have to reach out to people that you may say, you know what? She's not going to answer. She's not going to say anything. But listen, me, since I was a child, I was a daredevil. I always stepped out there. Listen, you can say no to me, but when you come and you watch me, you be like, damn, I should have answered. Damn, I should have responded.
No doubt. And not only that, make sure you know how to articulate what your value is. So when you do offer yourself, your services, whatever the case may be, it's beneficial. But see, that's the thing. And that's why I specialize in clarity and confidence. A
Yeah.
lot of people, when you say, what do? They start getting the BGs. Y'all know what the BGs is, okay? The palms start sweating. They can't articulate what they do. And it's because we do so much. We have all these thoughts and ideas that we can't articulate it. So one thing I specialize in is helping you articulate and clarify what you do so it resonates and the person clearly knows if they need you or not.
Exactly. And even just go back to what you just said, just to articulate, but just having describing in regards to just writing down or just having copy and paste some things when you're reaching out to people. You have a great format. You could copy and paste, put their name in, put a closure, everything be done. And that's, I don't know, I think that's the business part of me that I learned in college, but that's what I exactly have. I have a format for everything that's already copy, paste for me to put
I
right.
love it.
And not only that, but it's the OCD part of me too. So
Hey, that's all right. That's all right. But this is the thing. You have hacks, you have coping mechanisms, and you have strategies to leverage what you got going on instead of letting that leverage you.
Yes.
You
Absolutely.
feel me?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, I just had to have all my T's crossed and my I's dotted. I'm sorry. But also before, like I said, before I let you go, speak about your podcast, because you also have a podcast that's called Balance Above Everything. How about that?
Girl, you be doing your research.
Baby, I'll be on. Listen, this is my passion. This is my gift. This is my purpose. See, people may have their podcast, but this is my divine purpose.
I love it. I messed with you the long way. Yes. Yeah, so Balance Above Everything is exactly what it is, right? And I was an imposter for a while. I did not have no balance. But that's why I created Balance Above Everything. I got a Facebook group community of women, entrepreneurial women who are in there. And we focus on mindset, clarity, balance, business. But the podcast has different kind of series. So the first two series were Entrepreneur on the Rise.
Yeah.
And when I was struggling with leaving my 9 to 5, I did a new series called Dear Fear, because I was scared to leave. And one thing about me, I need to talk about it. So I can't just talk to myself. So I had guests come on the podcast. I would ask them questions about fear. We would talk about stories about fear. That helped me build up my momentum and my courage to leave my 9 to 5. So guess what? The series is over with. I'm not fearful no more. Now I'm in the pocket of entrepreneurship. So now I'm going to decide what's my new series going to be called and how can I serve in that arena.
Exactly. Oh, yes. Yes. And just to go back to what you said in regards of just therapy, because a lot of people think therapy is just only just for personal reasons. And some people, a majority of people just don't think that is actually no reason at all, because they just think it's for crazy people. I think therapy is what stop you from going crazy, to not get there, and to keep you sane and healthy, and to actually do things and give you options to do things in a positive option way, and like compared to just snapping on people.
Right.
So, and I'm a definitely strong believer that I have a life coach. I also have, in regards of just someone, also my business coach in regards to me being an entrepreneur. So I definitely can say that it's really, really great, because those be things that, like I say, you reach out to those people, you speak on the people on a bi-weekly or weekly basis.
Yep.
Those who fulfill you and give you that thing where you could go and conquer life, conquer being a leader, conquer being just an entrepreneur or whoever. I'm telling you, even though you may not think that needing a business coach or mentor or a therapist, even in business, I'm telling you, it's wonders. Because now in personal, I have it in business. So I would say I recommend it to everyone, because that's how you keep yourself going. Because let me tell you something. It's not easy being an entrepreneur.
At all.
And if somebody said it is,
they lied.
I lied, or I need you to show me the full blueprint of it. Take me to that secret place and show me.
There ain't no blueprint. That's the thing. There's no blueprint to entrepreneurship, to parenting, to being a man, to being a woman. There's no blueprint. And what I've learned, because I've been a therapist for 20 years, and when I got into the entrepreneurial scene, I seen the gap of entrepreneurs needing a therapeutic approach to the business coaching. Like, we're already having to go through the trenches. That you don't need a coach who's going to be just being, not, how do I say this? Not being sensitive to the freaking journey.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I'm a life coach and business coach blend. You're going to get both with me.
Wow.
And it's necessary because literally, if I have a business coach and all we talk about is business and I got my notepad and I'm writing down all the things, what you think gonna happen when I freaking get off that call?
Exactly.
I'm drained on top of what I already got to do.
Exactly.
So I make sure my clients, hey, what's on self-care for today?
Yeah.
How are you doing with this?
Exactly.
Right? Give yourself grace.
Mm-hmm.
No, you didn't hit your target, but what went well? And what do we need to tweak?
Yeah.
It's not about what you need to fix. Nothing's broke. It just needs to be tweaked, and we need to do it a different kind of way.
And I gotta say what you just said for the people that's in one of my businesses in the industry that I'm in. Listen, you may not hit your target this week or this month, but however, let's focus on what you did hit, what you did complete, but then let's also focus on what needs tweaking and what we can do differently.
And what business is that, sis? Because I got people on here who know me but don't know you. So what's up?
So we also basically I'm in the health and wellness business that's called Total Life Changes.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so not only do I have the podcast, I have that, and then I also have a fitness apparel and accessory line called Essie's Royal Fitness that's coming out later of 2022.
Is it plus size?
Oh, it's gonna be for all. Listen, I'm a curvy girl, of course. Listen, I gotta. No matter how much I work out, these curves is not going anywhere.
Girl, listen. Okay.
Listen, it's there. It's gonna be for all body types. I'm hitting for everybody, but definitely I'm focused more on my curvy girls.
Let's go. I'm with it. Let me know.
But yes, so I definitely appreciate you so much, and I definitely again I gotta say I appreciate you coming through, sharing your knowledge, your wisdom, sharing just everything that you're just amazing. Like I said,
thank you.
This was planned a month ago, but just the night before you were speaking on what we was going to talk about, I definitely believe in alignment, one accord, and it hit on the knob. I didn't even know you was going to talk about it the night before.
I didn't either.
And listen, when I was scheduling the season, I automatically said, hey, I'm gonna reach out to her and I want her on this show. Listen, I do my creativity by how I'm gonna do my topics, the days I'm gonna do it on, and then from there I need to line the guests on who fits what. And look,
I love it.
That's all alignment. Listen, I don't move until he allows me to move. So
that's what's up. I love it.
You so much, and thank you, Lee. This is not gonna be the last time that you're gonna be on here, because listen, we got more to talk about. Listen, got more to share with the people, to elevate the people, to grow the people, to let the people know that it's so much more in them.
You're very welcome.
And that, you know, the fire is in you. Just let it out. Let it out. So I do appreciate you so much. So thank you so much again for dropping by and just coming on. And listen, you know, I'm going to stay in tune with you as well, with your lives. I'm going to end up getting the Accelerator program that you have. I'm going to listen.
So let me say this real quick. So y'all, she just mentioned the Accelerator. I have a new CORE Accelerator that helps you internally with your internal core and your external core, which is your core offer. Right now in my bio, you can go and watch the replay, because I did a live masterclass last week. And I want you to watch the replay because two things. You get a feel of how I coach, and you also get to learn about what a core offer is and if you need this service. So the replay is going to be up till Monday. Watch the replay. And if you feel like it's something you want to apply for, let me know. We got 8 spots left. And we start August 19th. The deadline is August 6th, or until all the spots are filled. And when I tell you, I'm here for the underdogs. I'm here for those that we don't even know who you are yet because you're timid and you don't know what you need to do. I'm your girl. I help those with imposter syndrome, those that need clarity, those that need to build confidence. And you go from start to finish with support. So the CORE Accelerator, all the info is on my page, but you can literally watch the masterclass in my bio as well right now.
Okay, and tell them if all the other things that you got going on and where they could be able to find you at as well.
Yeah, for sure. So there's 3 ways to work with me. Number 1, I have a monthly AOD, Accountability on Demand mentorship. So if you're one of those that need accountability, You need a community that's going to help you stay on the horse and also give you tips so you can learn about entrepreneurship drip slowly instead of all in your face. That's what you want. You want the accountability on demand mentorship. I have an 8-week intensive where you can work with me for 8 weeks and build your platform as well as your website, your email campaigns, and your core offer one-on-one, or the core offer accelerator, which is 90 days in a group session. So everything's in my bio. And I see some accountability on demand people right here. I got my other phone, girl. I got to look at the chat with my other phone. I got 2 phones, one for the blood and one for the Lord.
Oh, yeah. Right. I do too. All day.
Yeah, let's go.
Listen.
Let's go. So, our Villa says she the truth. So, lastly, I'm a certified disc consultant, and also, Queen, I want to provide you with the disc assessment at no charge. Right now it's $500 on my website, but I'm gonna give it to you for no charge. So get with me afterwards. I'm gonna send you the link and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, I got a lot of stuff going on. But lastly, again, I left my 9-to-5 3 weeks ago to do this full time. That's how much I love it, and that's how much of an impact that I'm making to where I could leave a $80K job,
absolutely,
and do this full time. So I just want to throw that at y'all real quick.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you guys make sure you go straight to her the link in her bio, and everything she said is in her bio, because I did the research for that too. So
I mess with you, girl.
So make sure you guys go and check that out. Listen, you will not regret any of her programs that she got going on. She is unbelievable. I've been following her for at least a good month and a half, and she's been giving some great content, some great information. And one thing I say, you go on her page, her live, one thing I can say, you're going to definitely receive and get something to take back, some substance and some information that you did not walk in with. You definitely going to leave in with something. Leave out with
I appreciate you.
So listen, but let me tell you guys, next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Pillow Talk with the T will be back. We are back every single Thursday. Listen, next week, I have an amazing guest. She's a sexologist. We are talking in between the sheets. Yes. So listen, make sure you tune in with us next week at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For those that actually came on, I do appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you actually interacting with us. I appreciate you if you share. I appreciate the hearts. I appreciate the likes. And then also anyone that came on from Miss West page, I do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Go and follow me. Stay tuned, because this is only the 3rd episode of season 3. We have not yet dived into anything as of yet. We're going hard. We're going stronger. We're going deeper. We're talking about stuff that's under the table, bringing it on top of the table. And this is not your grandma and mama's podcast, but baby, if they could handle it, allow them to. So listen, I love and I appreciate you. Make sure you go also follow Miss West as well, because like I said, you're going to get a substance, foundation, and everything it is that you came in, you're going to leave with a lot more. So I see you guys next week. I appreciate you guys. And if nobody haven't told you today, know that I love you, and always remember that you are not who you was yesterday, that you are today. Appreciate it. Love you. Peace.
I love it. Thank you, sis. Appreciate you.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.